what are you doing? The show's about to start.
I know, isn't it exciting?
But you're not supposed to be out here, especially not in costume.
I know, but I didn't want to miss the pre-show announcement.
No. The what?
Big Fish is Taproot's summer musical.
Okay.
Well, and every year before the musical starts, Taproot does some sort of fun, clever pre-show announcement to make people aware of their summer fundraising goals.
Right. A couple actors come out.
Usually the most energetic and clever in the show.
Oh! I wonder who they got this year.
And they ask the audience to consider making a one-time financial donation to Taproot to support all of their great programming, like the main stage, an acting studio, school touring. Did you know that about half of Taproot's annual budget comes from gifts and donations? Aren't Taproot donors the best?
Did you know that they can't always find the most clever and energetic actors?
They usually do.
Well.
And then they tell the audience that Taproot is trying to raise $15,000 over the course of the run.
$15,000? That seems like a lot.
Yeah, but then those energetic and clever and charming actors
Oh, I hope they find someone.
tell the audience that if everyone who comes to see the show would consider donating just $5 each, then they would reach that goal in no time at all.
$5? That doesn't seem like very much. Could they donate more like 20?
Yeah.
50?
Sure.
5 million?
Well, okay.
That sort of attitude, they reach their goals in no time.
That's right. And there will be ushers in the lobby at intermission and after the show with large glass jars ready to accept any size gift.
That's great, but I don't carry cash.
Oh, Jen, you can always write a check or go to taproottheater.org and pay with your debit or credit card.
That makes it super easy.
I can't wait to see how they work it into a sketch this year.
So the actors will be coming out soon?
Usually they do it right before the show starts.
But they're kind of close, aren't they? I wonder who they asked.
Well, Jen, like I said, it's usually the most charming, energetic, enthusiastic actors.
They asked Chris Ensweiler! Oh! And I get all the breaks. He's gotta go.
Jen, don't be upset. Maybe someday they'll ask you.
Oh, don't patronize me, Emily.
Maybe next year.
Well,
What? Guys, hate this in the pre-show. I'll watch it at the next one. Jen!
Anniversary season. Information on the season and how to subscribe can be found in the second program. Our 40th anniversary season sponsors are For Culture, Arts Fund, the Seattle Office of Arts and Culture, and Umpqua Bank. For everyone's safety, please keep all items off the stage and out of the aisles. And as a reminder, please turn off anything that buzzes, beeps, rings, or lights up. Thanks for helping us celebrate the 40th anniversary of Taproot Theater.
Rehearsal dinners. These people have been eating dinner their whole lives. They don't need practice.
Is this where you taught me to fish?
You caught a catfish this big.
It was actually half that size, but thank you. Thanks for cleaning it. Dad, about tomorrow.
You're nervous.
I'm not.
You are. You got that twitch. I recognize it.
Dad.
When you were a kid, you'd never jump in the pool. I'd have to sneak up and push you.
Yeah, that was really fun for me. Actually, I wanted to talk about you.
Oh, my favorite subject.
So, Josephine and I would appreciate it if you didn't tell any of your stories at the wedding.
My stories.
And jokes. No stories, no jokes, no anecdotes.
Oh. Okay, Will. Gotcha. Understood.
Thanks.
You used to like my stories, though, especially the one about the witch.
I was 6.
Oh, you were never 6. You were born a tiny, middle-aged man. Oh!
You okay?
Oh, I'm fine. You're the one in trouble here. You ready to get married?
I am.
Then here's to what's next.
What's next?
Evening, son.
Hurry up. That's my game.
Now, how do you know I wasn't hiding in the stands? Maybe I didn't want to spook you. Keep you from hitting that home run.
We were playing soccer.
That's barely a sport. Now, what story is it gonna be tonight?
Howard Market. Here.
Well, you don't want this. These are prefabricated, pre-digested. Let me tell you a real story.
You need another good story about you.
A story about life.
Dad, can you read?
I can read just fine. Look, Chapter 9. Thus kept the Trojans watch, but the Achaeans were holding a wondrous panic. The hell is this book?
That was our tour.
Trojan War, okay, ancient Rome and all that.
They're actually Greek.
That's my point. We live in Alabama, Will. We got stories under every leaf and every stone. What if I told you you could change the world with just one thought? What if I told you you could be a king? Anything you desire, boy, anything on a plate, all within your power to create. I know somewhere in the darkness there's a story meant for me, where I always know exactly what to say. I know somewhere some surprising ending waits for me to tell it my own way. Be the hero of your story if you can. Be the champion in the fight, not just the man. Don't depend on other people to put paper next to pen. Be the hero of your story, boy. And then you can rise to be the hero once again. Now, best part of an adventure is the people you meet. What if I said I met a witch when I was very young? What if I said she showed me how I died?
How did it die?
Powerless in the face of it, terrified in the wood. That was where my life was changed for good. Hey! What if I said I met a giant wasted in a cave? What if I claimed I rose to be far greater than the brave? All my life of stories, son, and everyone is true. So believe me as I'm telling you, to be the hero of your story while you wait. Be the guy who gets the girl and saves the day. You don't need a book of Greeks to teach you how to stay alive. Be the hero of each story you derive. Then forever you're the hero who'll survive. Every tale that you invent can be a life that you make real, where each character you meet becomes your friend. You don't need to be a novelist to make believe what's waiting around the bend.
Be the hero of your story till it's done. Why go promenade when you were born to run?
If you understand this premise, you will never be alone.
You can conquer every challenge, you can face each stepping stone. Be the hero of your story.
What if I swore I saw a mermaid swimming in the mist? What if I told you she would be the first girl that I kissed? Out there in the water filled with eagerness and fear, here is what she whispered in my ear.
Be the hero of your story.
Be the hero of your story.
Be the hero of your story.
Something about that kiss transformed her. Pretty as she was in the water, she was even more beautiful out of it. Well, now, one day, I met this fisherman.
You've got to help me. If I don't catch a fish, my family's gonna starve.
Well, the fish are sleeping. You gotta get them moving. Try the Alabama stomp.
Alabama stomp, what's that?
Now, let's see if I can remember these steps. Oh, it's coming back just like riding a bike. I can't explain it. It works every time. Woo! Come on, man, you try it. Something about this rhythm really gets their fins moving. Well, come on, fisherman. Let's see what you got. Here we go, hook around. This guy is a natural.
Just give him some money.
Oh, Will. See, you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. Teach a man the Alabama stomp, you feed his soul. Come on, y'all, let's have a fish.
Continue with the dance.
On a wing or on a prayer, you'll get there only with your voice.
Be attentive, be inventive, be the first one to rejoice. With the story in your heart, you won't need any other choice. You're a hero fighting dragons, winning wars. Be the hero, and the world will soon be yours.
It was a miracle, Will. Come on.
It doesn't seem plausible.
Will,
Dad, why do you tell so many crazy stories?
that's who I am. Why does the sun shine?
Because of fusion.
Lord. Will, it was a rhetorical question.
Edward!
Quick, where's that book?
Why is the light still on?
Now you're in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Edward Bloom, it's 9 o'clock on a school night. Let this boy sleep.
Well, I was just finishing this chapter on Agamemnon. Why can't anyone have a normal name like Chuck?
Can you really get fish to jump out of the river by doing the Alabama stomp?
I suppose anything's possible. For example, I've heard legend of a brave and handsome man who happily fixed the leaky sink the very first time his wife asked him. Without excuses or delay.
That there's a myth. Except for the brave and handsome part.
Lights out, both of you.
You heard your mom. Mom.
Dad,
Son?
do you really need a witch?
I did. But now see, your mom says I can't tell you that story because you'll get nightmares.
I'm not scared.
Neither was I at first. Now, it's a well-established fact that most southern towns of a certain size have a witch.
You have a witch.
No, but we got 2 Dairy Queens, so we're still coming out ahead. Most small town witches also came for the minor incantations, love spells, whatnot. But of all the witches in Alabama, there was one who was the most renowned, for she could see the future.
She told you the future?
She showed me that night in the swamp. 3 of us went looking for her. Just 3 teenage boys on a dare. I didn't know she would change my life forever.
I ain't getting near your drawers. Use your flashlight. It'll go towards the light. Sandy! Oh, not that way. You want it to move down towards your face.
Oh, it's working. Oh, it's out.
Come on, let's find that bitch. No, that weren't very nice. That bug had a face.
Wait for me.
We're walking in circles, Don. You want to lead? Go ahead, Blue. I don't think there even is a witch.
Boy! You have broken a sacred circle. You better have a good reason.
We wanted our fortunes read.
I can show you the future with uncanny accuracy. Your loves, your lives, your deaths. $1 a piece.
Can I borrow $1? I'll pay you back.
No, he won't.
She knows.
Hell, go on. Tell me the future.
You asked for it? Oh, yes. The future is quite clear.
What do you see? Do I get quarterback?
You lead an unexceptional life, filled with minor triumphs and major disappointment. And then you die.
What? That's it?
That's all the spirits see for you.
I want to know how rich I'm gonna be.
$1 poorer than we just started. Now as for you.
I want my money back.
Dog, no! She'll hit you!
Give it back. How about I smash it? I get any fortunes down your crystal ball. I said, give it back. Or what? You think you can take me, Blue? Here's your money back. Now, hand it over. Witch lover. Witch lover. Here you go. Ma'am.
Don't you want your fortune?
Let me guess, I lead a disappointing life and then I die.
Everyone dies, Edward Bloom, but your death is glorious. Let me show you.
Why would I want to see how I die?
What's your concern? Are you scared of hearing one thing new? When you can learn something secret that could help you true. In one good turn, I can show you counterfeit from true. Life begins when you know how it ends. And yours is no ordinary life. You become important, you're the bravest man around. You're the kind with virtue, always finding common ground. You climb each hill in front of you without a separate sound. Compassionate and wild, the calm in any storm. So take a chance. Let me show you how your days unfold. You and me can play the hand you hold. When you gamble, then you get the goal. Life begins when you know how it ends. Don't believe the fairy tales that say life is a breeze.
action.
So don't you want to see what's next? What's waiting in the void? So you may be disappointed, or you may be overjoyed.
What did she show you?
The last moments of my life.
What were they? What did you see?
Huh, surprise ending. Wouldn't want to ruin it for you. Though you were there, your mother too, but I didn't know her yet. She was just a girl with red hair.
You're gonna find that girl, but it won't be easy. So don't be sad, don't be scared, be alert, be prepared. Take a breath, take it slow, let uncertainty go when you know how it ends. You begin when you try. You can fly.
Dad, seriously, you have to get dressed. The wedding's in 45 minutes.
You see that? I almost got 7. 7's good luck. You'll need luck over that baby coming.
What are you talking about?
Josephine's pregnant.
How do you know she's
Because
pregnant?
you just told me. Just now. See, back when I worked at the circus, I developed a knack for reading expressions. Useful with lions. Plus, she did great at the rehearsal bit.
Okay, Dad, nobody knows she's pregnant. You can't tell Mom.
Why not?
Because it's super early. Statistically, there's a good chance it could not happen.
Statistically.
Yes.
You, an Alabama boy, meet an American girl all the way over in Baghdad. What are the odds of that, statistically?
We're both reporters, so it's not that remarkable.
Lord, Will, I would hate to see the rainbows in your world. Bet they're all shades of gray.
It's just the baby. I don't want to jinx it.
Relax, Will. That's settled. Everything's gonna be fine.
Promise me you won't say anything. And what we talked about earlier. No stories, no
Come
toasts.
on, when have I ever embarrassed you? Fine, I'm not good around orchestras, but I really thought I could play that violin. I mean, it wasn't that hard.
Honey, get dressed.
Will was holding me up. Look at you. Give me a kiss.
I just did my face. Go put on clothes.
Oh, hey, is that a violin? Let me see that.
Are you nervous?
No. Yes, Mom. About Dad. I know you can't control him, but
I could just as easily control the weather.
Dad is like the weather. I can predict him, sort of. I fundamentally don't understand him. I don't get him. He's this baffling hurricane.
If you're gonna worry about anyone, worry about your poor mother. Abandoning me for a woman on television.
You love Josephine.
I do. We turn on the cable news sometimes just to watch her. She's smart, pretty, kind. You're my little Alabama lamb. All the way up there in New York. You wanna practice one more time?
Absolutely. Forward, together, side, together, back, together. Forward, together, side.
Not out loud, Bill.
Miss Tiffany, welcome. Kiki? Oh, no doubt.
many friends here to help us celebrate.
For those of you who don't know, this is actually where Will proposed to me 1 year ago, right here on the bank of the river. Aww! I just met Edward and Sandra, and I knew that I wanted to be a part of this family. Aww!
Before we get to dinner, we have a couple things.
Yes, good evening! My name is Edward Bloom. On behalf of me and my wife Sandra, she is the gorgeous one right there. It is a pleasure to welcome y'all to Alabama. Woo! Will told me I was not allowed to give a toast. You'll notice there is no glass in my hand.
Technicality.
Technicality, he says. Will thinks I talk too much, but I would have loved to have talked to Father. See, my own daddy, he was a farmer. Lucky to get 4 words out of him. But one day I heard him in the field just blathered at length. Said he couldn't get a word in between me and my mother, but the corn was all ears. Oh, hey, back up here. On the topic of fatherhood, I have an announcement. After careful consideration, I have decided to become a grandfather. Now, I'm sworn to secrecy, but I'm told my ambition may be fulfilled sooner than I dared hope.
Okay, everyone, it's time to catch the bouquet. Follow me.
Oh, come on, Will, it's good news.
It's too early. 1,000 things could go wrong. They won't.
Why are you such a pessimist?
I'm a realist, Dad. And yes, it's good news, but it's our news. Why do you have to make everything about you?
I'm excited. I got carried away.
You always get carried away. I'm sick of it.
I'm sick of you treating me like a child. What kind of son doesn't let his father give a toast at his wedding?
The son whose father does this.
Grow up, Will.
I did. You were there. You were
I
never
was
there.
building a business.
You were running away from what? From you? From reality. All I got from you is a bunch of crazy stories about how awesome you are. And I'm sorry, Dad. That's not the man I see.
Maybe you never bothered looking.
Stop it, both of you, before you say something you can't take back.
I'm done.
So am I.
Will,
All right.
Oh, that boy is bullheaded. I don't know where he gets it.
I'm asking about you. Now, what's going on there?
Oh, put your stethoscope away, Doc. I'm fine.
How long has this been going on?
I don't know. A while. It's nothing.
Maybe you lost weight.
Exercise. What, you didn't see me dancing? I'm fine.
I'm sure you are. Come in on Monday and we'll be doubly sharp.
Just take another look.
I'm trying.
It's just off to the right.
My right or it's right?
A little bit patience will. Now hold it still. And there, voila, with life.
A penis! It's a boy! We're having a son!
If it's bad news, just tell me.
No, not what we want to see.
the tumor didn't shrink.
No. And it spread beyond ever thought.
That doesn't mean.
Of course it doesn't, honey. I just have ambitious cancer is all. Right, Doctor?
Exactly.
But we'll keep going though, right? Or try something new.
Well, there's a conversation to have about what's next.
Now, Sandra.
I need to call Will. We never should have kept this from him.
Fine, but you needn't worry him.
Will doesn't know about any of this?
Oh, he's got his own life up in New York. No sense bothering him.
This is really happening.
You thought I was making it up?
No.
I'll get dressed.
Reach outside.
Will, we're going to have a son.
I know. Son. Stranger. I'm feeling stranger than I've ever felt before. And so much more different. Like something old has joined with something new, but still feels true. I'm passing through a ride that every parent loves. I'm walking on some shared familiar ground. Yet every step I take is not a step that was. And I found I like the sound of stranger. The child I've yet to meet becomes my everything, my song to sing. Father, and suddenly the weight of it is real. What do I feel? I feel connected in a way I've never known. A line from dad to me to newborn son. So from today I'll never make a choice alone. One for all for one. And when he's born, I'll teach him how to use his common sense. He'll listen and he'll learn and he'll excel. I'll tell my son that life is lived in clear and present tense, not only in the stories we can tell. My father told me stories I could never comprehend. In every tale he claimed to be the hero. I've tried to understand him, but I wonder if I can. Because after almost 30 years, I still don't know the man. I wish I knew the man, but he's a stranger. My father is a stranger I know very well. A puzzling shell, hopeful, what's on its way may help us both to grow. But I don't know when I'll understand what made him wild. I don't know why he has the urge to fly. I want to face him like a man and not a child. So I'll try, I'll really try. And in time my boy is sure to see brighter days for Dad and me. We can do things better than before, so that strangers we will be. No more. Mom, I was just about to call you. What's wrong, Mom? I'm coming home. I'll be on the next flight.
I wanted to tell you right away, but your father didn't want anyone to know he was sick. How dare anyone think Edward Bloom was mortal? The treatment was a long shot, but your father was convinced it would work.
What does Dr. Bennett say?
He says comforting things. We all know where this is headed.
I'm sorry, Mom. I want to do something. How can I help?
I'm just glad you know, family shouldn't have secrets.
Mom, have you and Dad talked about money?
We have plenty of money.
Is the house paid off?
Years ago, the day we sent the last check, we had champagne. Your father opened the bottle with a sword. There was glass in the carpet for weeks.
Mom, you don't mind if I look for the mortgage, the insurance? I'm worried about you, about what's going to happen. You have to keep a roof over your head.
I am not worried about the house, and I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about you.
I'll be fine, Mom. You don't have to worry about me.
I'm fine. You sound just like your father. Is he difficult? One could argue. There's a challenge in every day. If you think I don't understand him, give a listen
money and he didn't invent the microwave.
Sometimes he bends the truth with a wrecking ball. Sometimes he's bored with folks who think small. I call it magic in the man, all the ways he's better than. But all you see is him and me with miles to go. If you saw magic in the man rather than a battle plan, you might be glad that he's the daddy.
I was always a good swimmer. People said I was born for the water. Plus, I had a hell of a teacher. Only way to lift the spell was with a kiss.
Who can live in a fantasy and never see what's real?
It's a fantasy I can see, so that's its real appeal.
It's merely entertainment on a non-stop flight.
What makes you so sure that you're so right? There is magic in the man, foolish magic in the man. And you no doubt are not about to break the spell. No, there is magic in the man, maddening magic in the man. But I worry, son, that he's begun to fall apart. Without the magic and the man, I'm right back where I began. The frightened girl with just a broken heart. So even if it's quick, please learn one little trick and try to make my magic
So, Dad, maybe I could mow the lawn. How tall do you like it?
This tall. I can mow my own grass, Will. People needn't worry so much. It is not my time yet. This is not how I go.
Right. The witch.
The witch?
There was a woman in the swamp who told him how he died.
She showed me how I go, and this is not it.
So how does it happen?
Surprise ending. I don't want to ruin it for you. And you. Well, forget the life you know, because having a kid changes everything. I mean, there's the diapers, and the burping, and the midnight feedings.
Did he do any of that?
No, but I hear it's terrible. Awful.
You should probably go get dinner.
Oh, I can help.
No. You stay out here and talk.
Okay, you. Come sit with me.
So, Dad, I could probably get the pump working if you want to take a swim.
Don't put yourself out.
It's fine.
You know what the chemicals are?
I used to do it when you were gone, remember?
I was a traveling salesman, Will. I couldn't exactly stay at home.
Wasn't trying to pick a fight.
Oh, he's kicking here. You can feel him.
He's strong. When is he coming?
22 weeks. So,
5 months.
5 months. Well, you'll tell him about me. It's the good stuff.
of course.
Yeah, Dad, I'd love to learn the real versions of events, stories, you. Maybe we could go over some things while I'm here.
You mean while I'm here?
So I want to know the full history of things. Now, I know that you grew up in Alabama, but was it here in Montgomery?
Well, not
or-
too far away. A tiny little place called Ashton. Our town was so small, the phone book was the yellow page. Our town was so small, the zip code was a fraction. Our town was so small, we only had 3 jokes. But I'll tell you, the best part about growing up in a small town like Ashton, a boy with ambition can be a pretty big deal. Edward Bloom! Edward Bloom! Don Price!
People say that you are going for quarterback.
I am.
That's my spot. It's mine.
Then you should have it.
What do you mean?
Just that. I'm giving you quarterback
back. You can't. It's not yours to give.
Well, then I guess I'll just have to win it first.
Don't try to outsmart me, Bloom.
Trust me, Don, I'm not trying that hard.
Edward Bloom, he's the man I treasure. He's the man I'll wed. Though he doesn't know it yet, he'll be with me until we're dead. Daddy, he'll no more will be my name. And I'm handsome Edward Bloom to blame. Edward Bloom, do you love me like I love you?
Of course not.
You don't?
I've heard you say how you love my broad shoulders, my strong arms, the stubble on my chin. These would be very unattractive on a girl like you.
Stop.
I dare say I love you in a completely different way than you love me.
Nothing will ever come between us.
All right, now calm down.
Man, there's a giant living in them hills.
I seen him. He's 10 feet tall with crazy eyes of fire. Money back out.
Oh.
And you ain't gotta stop him, Mayor. We
Now,
will.
I won't have mob violence in this town, not without a permit.
I got your permit right here. We gotta smash that giant before he smashes us. All right. We need torches and pitchforks. Wait. Has someone tried talking to this giant?
You can't reason with him.
He's a monster.
I'll do it. I'll talk to him, see if I can get him to move on.
Edward Bloom.
Don Price.
You want to sweet talk a giant? Go ahead, Bloom. That's your funeral.
That's just it, Don. The witch showed me how my life ends. It don't happen like this. Bye, Jimmy.
He loves me. That's my boyfriend.
Hello? Hello? My name is Edward Bloom, and I want to talk to you.
Go away.
I will not. Not until you show yourself. Well, that's better.
Get out of my cave.
No!
I just want to be alone.
Bullcrap! You are alone. So you're only pretending it's what you want. Under those dead animals and death threats, I see a guy who could use a friend.
You don't know me.
Oh, sure I do. Well, I got this cake. Damn it. Look at- Oh. Oh. See, up till now, I've been the biggest thing in Ashton. But you showing up as a reminder there is something bigger out there. Giant, this town is too small for you, and it's too small for a man of my ambition.
So go.
Come with me. When was the last time you left this cave?
I'm agoraphobic.
I don't know what that means, but you gotta get outside.
There's nothing for me out there.
Giant, quite literally everything is out there. You can pine your life away, wishing things were better. Waiting here for Judgment Day while knitting you a sweater. But I believe that kind of life won't set your spirit free. So, my friend, one small suggestion, where you ought to be. You can take a journey through this country's flesh and blood, on a ride past countryside and Mississippi mud. Hit the street with 2 big feet to bear your heavy load, and live life out there on the road. Anything you want to be and anything you say, come tomorrow you'll respected like a king, where it's all civilized, you'd be surprised. The song you'll hear him sing, people will preach you there, someone to share enthusiastic news. Man, all your peas guaranteed with one big pair of shoes. One big pair of shoes. Say, what is your name, giant?
Carl.
Listen, Carl, the world is huge.
197 million square miles. Approximately.
Say, you're good with numbers.
Only big ones.
Well, naturally, now let's get out of this cave. Don't you want to step outside, look around, see what's waiting there? Someplace you've never been. Checking out the locals as they watch us checking in. Every new encounter in another new zip code, we'll find it out there. Wait, he's not a monster, he's a thinker, he's a whiz. This boy isn't half as bad as you all think he is. Carl, tell him a joke.
What do you get when you cross a hippo, an elephant, and a rhino? Albino.
I've been so inspired, I've decided we're a pair. We're headed out there on the road. Yes.
Wait, you're leaving now?
Jenny, I can't think of any place better than Ashton. If I don't see the world, I'll never know.
Everbloom, don't tell me that you're leaving us for good.
Jenny, yes, I'm leaving, but for good, I never could. I'll be back someday.
And I'll be waiting while you're gone.
Till then, be happy on the road.
Carl, let's one more traveling step. Yeah, I bet you can do this. Ready? You go right, then left, you go backwards, and then forward. And road trip, the traveling step. Okay, you ready? Ready? Put your right foot in, put your right foot out. Right foot in.
Son of Ashton, take with you this key to the city, and know that our doors will always be open to you.
I swear on my name, I'll never forget Ashton. I'll come back, I promise. Suddenly I'm the king who holds the key, and everybody secretly is dying to be more and more like who?
Like you.
Like you. I can see America dependable and true. Open sky and passers-by congratulating you. Find the open highway and you've hit the mother lode. Go crazy out there on the happy, out there on the funny, out there.
Promise you'll return to us.
On the road, on the road.
Will, look what I found.
What is that?
It's the key to the city. From when your father was a teenager, he left Ashton in search of adventure.
He got to you, didn't he? He seduced you.
Do you know how your mother and father met?
Yeah, they met in college. Wait, what story did he tell you? There are at least 7 versions of how he met my mother.
This is romantic.
They're all romantic. My father's romantic. Was the giant in it?
Yes, Carl.
Oh. Carl the giant, supposedly my father's best friend. I never met him, there's no photo, no evidence he actually existed. I'm worried my father's gonna be gone, and I'll never know what was true.
But does it really matter what was true? Your father is telling these stories for a reason. If you understand the stories, you'll understand the man. How many stories are there?
I don't know, I never counted.
Well, you should. You should make a list.
I do love making lists. Okay, let's do it. Chronologically, it starts with the witch. She teaches him what? Not to fear death, Then he meets the mermaid.
She teaches him about love, how love transforms a person.
I thought you taught him how to swim.
You never listen.
My father leaves Ashton with Carl the Giant. They have a series of wacky misadventures that roughly approximate the 12 labors of Hercules.
What about the tornado?
Fine, the tornado. It's not important.
It's incredibly important. Your father was on his way to the big city, but then fate pushes him towards love.
You have a lot of hormones in your body right now. Fine. The winds of destiny lead him to the Callaway Circus.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, any one of these acts could join the Callaway Circus! Except you. Come in. Now, if I was looking for a miscellaneous object dropper, you would be at the top of my list. But I'm not. Oh. Next up, number 73, the Alabama Lamb.
That's us. We're the Alabama Lambs.
Miss Templeton.
Does your daddy know you're here?
He knows I'm with my two best friends.
Tell me, your father, is he still a small town sheriff with unmedicated rage issues?
Just that.
And you best get along home, huh? And breathe not a word of this folly.
Oh, wait, Mr. Calloway, I'm supposed to be here. I know it.
And I know I don't want to end up hanging on your daddy's wall like this. Next up, number 74, Zaximus, the
Wait,
sensational.
Mr. Calloway, haven't you ever had a dream? Hope? A wish? Please, Mr. Calloway, just let us try.
All right, fine. Let's hear it.
Shim, sham, I'm a little lamb from Alabama. Flim, flam, I'm a little lamb from Alabama. Waiting to be fed, hoping to be led by a little shepherd boy from M-I-S-S. Keep me. I lamb, lamb, I little lamb from Alabama. Hot damn, who's your little lamb from Alabama? I'm a little miss, praying for a kiss. Just a little lamb from Alabama. Here we go! Watch Just a little lamb from Alabama.
Time stops when suddenly you see her. Time stops, and what you thought you knew changes, and life beyond this moment is better, bigger. Time stops, but still your heart is beating. Time stops, though you don't take a breath. She's there, and all you've ever wanted is nearer, clearer. I used to think the world was small. Now think that way at all. Time stops when dreams come from before you. Time stops when fantasy is real. I knew this moment was expected, but this good, who could?
That boy is staring and I feel the chill. I don't know why that boy is staring and the world is still. Not tumbling by, there's no one talking, but I can hear 1,000 voices. What's going on inside me? That boy is staring. Is it me he sees? I can't be sure if he's staring. Should I try to please or be demure? My hand is trembling, but in this moment nothing scares me. What's going on?
I used to see what lies ahead.
Thought my life might be a bore.
Now I just see this girl instead.
Maybe I'm bound for something
Time
more.
stops and troubles are abandoned. Time stops the minute he arrives. I see the future in this instant, subversive, sublime. I live forever in this moment. If I could stop.
That boy is staring and I feel the chill. I don't know why.
Ladies, that was terrific! But nobody wants to see that at a circus. Teach those moves to an elephant, then you got something. See, people, they want to see things that are bigger than their imagination. No, bigger than life. People want you.
Hey, buddy.
Wait! It's not plausible.
It's romantic.
Excuse me.
Amos Calloway. What's your name, Giant? Huh? You got a name? No? You know, it's much better if you know, more exotic.
It's Carl.
That works. So, Carl, tell me, have you ever considered a career in the world of entertainment? Or, more importantly, have you ever heard of this term? What is it? Oh, yeah, unconscionable contract.
It's an agreement in which one party grossly misrepresents facts in order to take advantage of the other party's perceived ignorance.
Well, that's a very thorough definition.
I want 30% off the top and all the food I can eat. 10, 20, and I won't do nudity.
Nobody's asking.
Oh, man.
Edward, what's wrong?
Carl, I just saw the woman I'm going to marry. I know it. Then I lost her.
Oh, heartbreaking. You know, most men gotta get married first before they lose their wives. But, good news, I'm gonna make your friend here a star.
That's great. At least one of us should be happy.
Please, kid. Say, this girl, is she real pretty? Green dress, red hair.
Where's she? Where's she went?
Look, kid, just don't waste your time, all right? I know her daddy, and she is just out of your league.
What do you mean? You don't even know me.
Let me guess. You're the hero of Hicksville. Big fish in a small pond. This here is the ocean.
So take my advice, huh? Just go on back to Puddleville. You'll be happy there.
Look, I may not have much, but I have more determination than any man you're ever going to meet. I'm gonna find that woman and marry her and spend the rest of my life with her.
You go write your Harlequin romance somewhere else, huh? We got a circus to run.
If you tell me who she is, I'll work night and day. And you won't even have to pay me.
Well, okay. Once a month, if you work, if you slave, if you cry for me, then I'll give you a clue. Once a month, if you clean, if you haul, if you die for me, then that clue will be true. Once a month,
It could be what she thinks, what she likes, where she lives, what she drinks, what she hopes.
and all you have to do is pull the ropes. Closer to her, I'll get you closer to her. You only need to be my devotee, because I'll tell you when she was born, or if she plays a French horn, then you'll be closer than you ever was. First clue,
She likes dancing.
Dancing?
back to work. Closer to her, you're one step closer to her.
I'm not afraid to stoop to scoop and poop
He'll
because
stoop for poop. You'll learn what perfume she wears, or what she says in her prayers.
and be much closer than I ever was. Okay? All right.
Up against the wall.
Come on,
Turn around. You guys ready?
Boss ready.
You'll see, all right?
Hey!
Over here, over here. Hello.
Go, Mr. Calloway, it's time.
For what?
My clue about the girl I'm gonna marry.
Woo! You know, if you had a clue, you wouldn't get married at all. Back to work. Days into weeks, into months, into years, into clue after clue after clue. She likes blue. Seasons go by in the blink of an eye, but the dream doesn't seem to come true. Barbecue.
Year after year, with the hope I would hear something kind, something fresh, something new. Mr. Calloway, it's been 3 years.
Look, kid, there's other fish in the sea.
Oh, but I'm already hooked. Why do you insist on keeping her name a secret?
Secrets are the backbone of society. Everybody ought to have a few. I believe in secrets, and I'll keep mine for a while. They keep me a success, and they make you work for less. But I am a man of my word. Your girl, she's going to college.
College? Closer to her.
Closer
One
to
text
her.
closer to her. But I've been working hard and time is flying by. I paid his price, I should go. Still, there's one thing I don't know. Mr. Calloway? No!
Well, this is difficult to explain.
You're a werewolf.
Or maybe not so difficult.
Mr. Calloway, this is your secret? You don't have to be ashamed of being a werewolf.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, man, just be yourself and be happy.
You know, I like you, kid.
Oh.
Hey, how about a bonus clue? Daffodils.
Daffodils?
Your favorite flower. The yellow ones. Real pretty.
Oh, Mr. Calloway, please let me give her those daffodils. Tell me who she is.
Well, her name is Sandra Templeton. She goes to Auburn University.
Thank you, Mr. Calloway. Thank you.
Ooh, my ball! My ball! My ball!
Carl, how far
way is Auburn University?
763 miles.
Oh, then I'm gonna need your help.
Fellas, bring out the cannon!
Cannon? All right.
Like a cannonball, soon to be a human, call it above. Like a cannonball, circling a constellation of love. Filling up the heavens, making waters part. Every straight for his beloved's welcoming heart.
Will, who is Jenny Hill? I know that name.
She was my father's high school girlfriend. The prettiest, blondest girl in Ashton. What's that?
Well, it's a mortgage for a house in Ashton. Your father co-signed a loan with Jenny Hill.
She's real? This doesn't make any sense. Why would my father have a house with another woman?
Closer is true, there's not much more he can do. The years gone by will seem a kind of dreamy blur. And when at poverty lands, he'll do what fortune demands. We'll finally closer and closer to.
Ah! Sandra! Sandra Templeton? Oh, hi, sorry. My mistake. Sandra. Oh, I thought you... Wow, there's a lot of redheads at this school. Oh, Auburn. Yeah, that makes sense. Sandra Templeton?
Yes?
You don't know me. My name is Edward Bloom, and I am in love with you. I've spent the last 3 years working to find out who you are, but it's worth it all now to see you here and to finally get the chance to talk to you.
I'm sorry.
Oh, don't need to apologize to me. I mean, I'm the luckiest person you're gonna find today. I was indebted to a traveling circus, elephants and all. I was shot out of a cannon when they up and lost the ball. I met werewolves, giants, dancing bears. If you don't think it's true, then how on earth do you explain the road that led me here to you?
Wait, are you?
Look, I saw you, and all of time and all the world stood still. And I promise I'll prove my worth. I'll roam the earth until you believe me. We can be at last forever one. Don't be afraid. Be my crusade.
You're too late. I'm engaged to be married.
Tell me what I have to go and do to make you change your mind. Anything I have to promise to, I'll gladly get behind. I'm the man who you should marry. You're intended through and through. Otherwise, I'd never walk the road that led me here to you.
You're the boy from the circus.
I am.
I didn't know if you were real. I imagine things a lot.
Then imagine us together, Mr. and Mrs. Edward Bloom.
Wait, Edward Bloom?
Yes.
From Ashton?
What? How did you know?
The boy I'm engaged to is from Ashton. Don Price?
Don Price? They let him into college?
He's studying political science.
Oh, he failed gravity if it were a subject.
I help him where I can.
Oh, bandage his knuckles where he drags them on the ground.
That's a terrible thing to say.
A terrible price to pay. Don't marry that cretin.
Don!
Moron.
No, Don.
Don't! Hey, Don!
Balloon, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Promise me you won't hurt him.
I promise.
This is my girl, Bloom, mine. Look.
Whoa, take your hands off her, Don.
Oh, what? You're not so big without a giant to back you up.
But I'll always be the bigger man.
No, stop!
Stop!
Don! Don!
Witch lover?
Okay, all right.
Are you okay?
Once a month, a scrap of news. It felt like you were there. Once a month, I heard your voice. I held you solitaire. Amos said that you loved music, said that you were college bound. One thing more than all the rest filled the heart inside my chest. He told me you loved daffodils, and countless as the stars that shine, they stretched in never-ending line, till all I saw was daffodils beside the lake, beneath the trees, all fluttering and dancing in the breeze. And like that moment right between asleep and waking, I thought I saw 10,000 strong in one quick glance. But when I saw your face, I knew beyond mistaken, a million flowers couldn't stand a chance. So I'll pretend the daffodils are just an introduction to the blossoming of me and you. Beside the lake, beneath the tree, beyond mistake, please marry me. Please marry me.
You hardly know me.
I have the rest of my life to find out. These. And these. These. And these. These. And these. And these. And these. These are for you. Only for you. Let's build a world of daffodils that never fades and never dies. I see the answer in your eyes. You'll be the bride, I'll be the groom. A daffodil in every room. And I will shower you with flowers, or mine.